Now, back to our show.
Why do you look so evil today? Ian Halperin in studio.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
Ian undercover on the Twitter. He's always on the case.
In a while.
You look very sharp. Sharp dress, sir.
You guys look a bit tired, but it's an honor to be here.
Well, it's
Good to have you.
it's the morning thing, you know.
Norton looks great.
Thank you.
doesn't
You
he?
look like you've been hitting the gym.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've
Eating
seen you. I've been
better?
growing.
Yeah, you look fantastic.
Yes,
Thank
he
you, buddy.
does.
Look, I got to say one thing. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. And to all the people, I get harassed by all your listeners
What?
to come back on this show all the time. So I'm here, and let's the good times roll.
Well, Ian, obviously, it's been a while. Just give us a little update. What have you been doing? What are you working on?
In the last 2 years.
You know, fill the audience in
Right.
on where you've been.
I've been working on my tennis game a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Playing
Yeah.
a lot of tournaments.
What do you mean
that's
you
right.
played
You're
a
like
lot of
pro
tournaments?
tennis player.
Yeah, I'm
We
playing.
like to say tournaments in America, by the way. Tournaments. Tournaments.
Look, I ain't going to Wimbledon, but tennis is a way of life for me. I play about 6 times a week.
Wow.
And
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Show me something.
Hey, the big racket's below the waist, so I'm not going to show you that.
Shit.
Well, can't you do like some air tennis?
Yeah,
just
no,
to,
I'm a
to
lefty.
show
Let
us-
me tell you something.
What?
I'm a lefty.
Like John
Nadal
McEnroe.
would not be Nadal if he wasn't a lefty. Mac, who I know was on the show recently, wouldn't be
yeah.
Mac if he wasn't a lefty. We definitely have an advantage. You guys play tennis?
Hell
I
no.
do.
It's a girl sport.
Oh,
And I'm going to throw this at you.
Yeah.
I've been talking to some pros. Remember, there's been some battle of the sexes. We had Bobby Riggs against Billie Jean, which was rigged.
They say that now.
we
Yeah.
hear
Trying to say it was
Yeah.
rigged.
writing a book
He
about it?
lost it. He lost on purpose
We had
because of gambling debts. Sorry.
Jimmy beat Martina.
When did that go down?
That was the second battle of the sexes.
Why doesn't anyone talk about the second battle of the sexes?
And the third one, His
right.
Highness wants to organize.
Oh, nice.
And I'm proposing Serena Williams.
Oh,
See,
boy.
you always have a current player against a retired men's player. I'm proposing Serena against Pete Sampras, and I'm asking your callers who's going to win that one. Pete Sampras in his form today against Serena today. Who wins that?
I would have to go with Serena. Yeah, I would have to go with Serena on that
I
one.
would have to go with I don't really give a fuck. But if you need an answer, Serena, sure.
And Jim?
Probably Serena.
You find Serena
See,
attractive, right?
We're always on a different page.
you're into
I'm
black
saying
chicks?
Sampras 6-love 6-1.
Really?
6-love, 6-1.
Yeah, I think it's no contest. 6-love 6-1. And I'll tell you why. You could take.
How old is
the
Sampras?
Sampras, I don't know. He's about 80 years old now. How old is the dude? No, I'm kidding. He must
probably-
be about 42,
I would guess around 42. That sounds about right.
41.
Yeah, he would kick her ass, I guess, if you want to
You
really
think?
answer.
Why-
You could take the top
Because he's probably
men's-
still playing a lot
Yeah.
just to stay in shape and shit, right? Let's see a picture of Pete Sampras. Let's see if he's got a little gut on him.
But why would you put him? Why would you have him beating her?
Because
Just
he's only
she's a
41,
chick?
42. Like Bobby Riggs was what, 50-something?
Yeah, he was
56 or
old.
something?
He was
He
old.
was a mess. Yeah.
And
Oh boy.
He was post Viagra.
what happened to Sampras's nice hair?
wow.
Damn.
Looks like it ran away.
So how's life, guys? And
why do you have-
what's gone on? It looks like I haven't missed a beat here in 2 years. I haven't seen you guys.
We asked you what you're doing, and you
I
said
told you I'm
play
playing
tennis.
a lot of tennis.
And
All right.
he's got a
Playing a
bag
lot
of
of
books.
Xbox.
Why do you got a bag of books?
Because nobody reads the books that comes in here from your publicists who bring on the guests.
Right.
They're just sitting in the office. So I grabbed them all.
Yeah,
They're
right.
collecting
Mine?
dust.
Wait,
I
what'd
love
you
to
grab?
read.
What'd
I
you
read
grab?
about 2-3 books a read.
Show us what you grabbed. Make
I
a
wanna see
quick
if any of
pile
those
in
are
front of
mine.
you.
We have Pierce Morgan.
Right.
Who, all these guys seem to have a ghostwriter attached to these books. And
Yeah,
this
you
is-
write your own
Spooky.
stuff.
Tom Sizemore.
Yeah.
Who's the best one? George St. Pierre, fellow Canadian.
mine.
I heard he's a bit of a dick, actually.
He's a nice guy.
How was he on the show here, St.
I
Pierre?
missed that day. I
He's
think.
mellow. He's fine. We
Yeah.
was Ronda Rousey after him or before him.
All right, and what else?
This one, Cracked.
Crack magazine. There's a lot of funny stuff in here.
Cracked Magazine.
Yeah.
They did a book.
Now, Dr. J, I understand he's coming in.
He's
Yeah, we
coming
need that
back.
book.
Maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow, I
Is it-
think.
Is it tomorrow?
Now,
I think
apparently,
so.
he had a daughter.
Or soon.
when
Play
did this come in?
tennis.
Yeah, that's right.
I know that. And
Fantastic.
supposedly she was pretty good.
And they were estranged for years, and then he hooked up with her again, and he did the honorable thing and became a dad.
Wait,
I
when
mean,
did this come in? We have to read this for tomorrow?
When was the last time you read a book for one of the guests?
Oh, Jimmy reads
I read
books.
them.
You read them?
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy
I'll
does.
read what I can.
Wait,
like,
is that the Dr. J book an old book?
Dude, what type of diet are you on? You look fantastic.
Oh, my
Look, what are you doing?
He's
I
amazing.
just been eating blueberries. This is Mr. Blueberry Face.
What are you doing? The cold pressed juice diet or
no,
something?
just eating, going to the gym and eating better in general. Yeah.
Which gym do you go to in New York? Give them a plug.
No, in my building, let's just say. But I go to a
You-
separate gym.
Are you doing yoga or something
No,
too?
not yoga.
Just gym, cardio?
Oh my
A little
God.
cardio. I do usually 4 or 5 days in the gym with trainers a week.
Because with all due respect, he looks in the best shape out of the three of you.
All right.
With,
Especially
Right.
below the waist.
He's
you two look
working,
like you haven't been hitting the gym recently.
I hit the gym, sir.
You do?
Fuck out of here. I'm an animal.
Look at Anthony's guns.
That's true.
I'm an
You're
animal.
already aggravating the listeners. I can't wait to go to the phones.
Oh, yeah. Here we
But hold
go.
have
on.
to
What
take this
other
one, Ian,
books?
I
You
need to
got
read
the
it.
Dr.
Paddle
J.
your own canoe. How was this, dude?
Nick
was
Offerman
good.
was
He was-
really cool. He's
Yeah.
the mustache guy from Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
Right.
he got a mustache. It looked all crazy.
Oh,
Who's
my
been the
God.
best guest you've had on in the 2 years since I've
Ozzy
been on?
Osbourne. No.
Has Jesse Ventura been back?
You know
No,
what?
he hasn't been back in a
Because
while.
that was a classic.
He hasn't.
Jimmy and Jesse Ventura.
He's one of the best we've had on
I
because
would have
he's
to
such
go
an
with-
asshole.
I would have
Tyson.
to- yep. That was my answer, too.
Mike
Mike
Tyson,
Tyson was
right? Oh, yeah?
amazing.
He's a nice guy.
Although one of his appearances was mellow. He's done 3 now. He's
Yeah.
done 2 amazing and 1 just kind of mellow. And the day he was mellow, his wife was in studio.
Yeah.
So there, I see what's going on there.
But he was also, don't forget, still active in his addiction then, which he finally came out with. I can't wait to get his book and read it,
Oh,
man.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to ask him about that.
and
What a
recently, Tim
madman.
Conway was amazing.
yeah.
Tim
Yesterday.
fucking Conway.
I thought he was staring at wood, Tim Conway. Is he still around?
Oh, yeah, that's a good name. Hey, this is Timmy Woodstarer.
He's
I'm
80.
looking at wood.
He'll be 80 in December. And he was great on the show. And he's going to be on our podcast next week. By the way, I should mention this week it's Neil deGrasse, right?
He was amazing.
Neil
dude.
deGrasse Tyson.
Another one.
We figured out the fucking universe with this guy, and it's on our podcast that you could get today. So please go and do that.
Today.
The Opie and Anthony podcast comes out
Today.
every Wednesday, and that's what you got this week. All right? And then people are requesting Conway already, so it'll be on next Wednesday's podcast. Anyway, that's not important to Ian.
Yeah, I heard the show got very big since I've been gone. So
Well,
Our show?
yeah,
I think we have a few more listeners.
It depends who you talk to.
I think we have a few more listeners.
Yeah, some people
In-
think
in
we're
the hizzy,
complete
as they say.
failures, and others think we're actually
that's
moving
true.
moving
now,
the
from
needle.
what I hear, you guys have been making a lot of noise. And
Word
it
on the
seems-
street?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I
Word
think
on
you're
the street.
bigger and better than before.
Right.
And now the show's gone completely
Well, what-
downhill since I'm on.
I was going to say, what's the difference? And one is that you haven't been here in a while.
What about Sam over here? I mean,
Young
he looks
Sam
like he
Roberts.
needs. He looks like he just got circumcised or something.
Well, that's
This guy,
probably-
you know.
Yeah, it looks like they cut
He's
a little
white
bit
as a
off
ghost,
his
man.
schmeckle.
It's like he looks like Schmeckel. This
he doesn't
guy.
eat red
looks
meat.
like he looks like I'm on a funeral parlor, and the corpse is semi-alive. Like, dude, when was the last time you took a vacation?
That's probably the
You're
biggest change since you've been here. Our own Sam Roberts went from lowly, a little office boy, to now professional broadcaster.
That's
He's got
true.
shows on all these
Well,
channels.
he works hard. He works hard.
which, that kind of is the excuse for his
So are you a
lackluster
millionaire?
appearance.
Do you have 7 figures in the bank?
No, I'm getting there.
That's
Yeah.
good.
He's married, has a lovely wife,
Yes.
7.
beautiful wife.
You only have 7?
I'm working on 5.
5's not bad.
5 figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite there yet.
Ian,
You think you'll ever be a superstar?
Uh,
Like Stern, like Opie and Anthony? I mean, Stern, Opie, and Anthony, they're
Yeah.
synonymous. They're radio legends.
Oh, yeah.
You should be kissing their feet every fucking time you come into this studio.
That's right. Your name ought to be
You're-
Tootsie Kisser.
Oh, God.
I was playing tennis the other day, and guess who's on the next court?
Let me guess. Let me
A-Rod.
guess. Oh.
A-Rod.
Yeah,
guess.
right next to me. And my perception of him changed. I
Why?
saw him with his daughters, and Cynthia was there too, just the 4 of them.
Who was
Yeah.
with him?
Cynthia
Oh, okay.
and his 2 kids.
Who's Cynthia? His ex?
His ex. And
He
I
hangs
gotta
with the ex
say,
still?
kudos to A-Rod. I've never seen a guy better with kids. He
Yeah?
was
Hey,
fantastic.
wait a minute.
I fucking.
I'm good with him.
The only time I ever played tennis is this fucking guy Milos, and he made me.
Who,
He
the
actually.
Canadian?
No, it was
There's a
fucking
Canadian
some
ranked
Russian
10th
guy.
named
I think it was
Milos.
Russian.
Okay.
And he wanted to impress
know
his
this one.
chick on the fucking court. So he asked me, Anthony, could you please, make it look like I am good at tennis? But then as I helped him, the guy's bad-mouthing me. Like, oh, look at what the little girl. Look, you're going to cry, baby. So I just fucking fucking
Never
power served
trust
it
a gay Russian.
right down his fucking
Never.
throat. No. He was
Never.
trying to impress his chick.
Send them back to Siberia. Give
I
them a
could have
good lunch
fucked this
there.
chick. I could have fucked this chick.
Well, Russian chicks are hot. Have you ever banged a Russian chick?
Let me see.
Yeah, she's always in a hurry. Hey, Chipper.
Chippa,
Ian,
you
focus.
are the best.
We got a
Double
guy.
borscht.
We got a guy on the line that wants to ask you about something you said last time you were on our show. What? It's fair
Yeah,
enough.
how can I remember that? I'm practically suffering from.
Ian.
Yes.
Listen to Jason
What's up there?
from Indy.
Yeah, I want to call you a name, but I really need the answer to this question, so I'm going to wait. So, last time you were on the show, you said there's some horrible disease sweeping Hollywood. It's worse than AIDS. It's going to start killing everybody. What the hell? I haven't heard one thing about this in Hollywood.
You haven't actually. There was a disease sweeping Hollywood, sweeping parts of the U.S.
then what
Shortly after, I guess they controlled it. But Google it, man. Google Google it. Listen,
Do his own catchphrases now.
It's like hearing Get Her Done.
Google it. How have you been?
Where
How
are we
have you been?
going?
You sound more sexually frustrated.
Oh, shit.
More depressed. You know, with all due respect to
When I
you.
Google it, the only thing I find is Ian's a fucking mongoloid.
You know what? You should only live like this mongoloid one day of your
Exactly.
life, and God bless. I wish you all the best.
Sweeping Hollywood, you
Yeah.
How are things with the ladies?
They're always
I
good.
like hearing about your sexploits.
Yeah.
No, there's no more sexploits.
What? What are you,
I'm
married?
practicing serial monogamy.
Go gay? What happened?
I have
Sex
a
with
girlfriend.
cereal?
Ah, Chip. That is a good one,
Home
Chip.
run, Chipperson.
Whoa, he's got a
That is a good
girlfriend.
one.
You got a
I
girlfriend?
have a girlfriend.
Yeah, what's that about? How long?
She's a lawyer, and
lawyer.
you know, I'm very serious and just leading a low-key life. You know, that's
You're not uncovering anything these days?
yeah. I'm working on a TV show. It's called House Guest. Every week, I stay with a different family. I just came back from England. I shot there. I stayed with a professional roller derby player.
the word yourself
her
was in
husband, husband's a clinical psychologist, and by the end of my stay, they split.
Wow,
So,
what happened? She was like, you can't fucking compete with His Highness.
Well,
I'm
no,
dumping-
I
I'm
didn't bang
dumping
her.
you.
Again,
No?
I'm practicing serial monogamy these days.
yes.
But
What are you dating,
I
like
made
a
them
honeycomb
realize they
hideout or
weren't
something?
compatible.
We got it the first
they
time
weren't
there, Chip.
compatible.
But tell me how the show goes down. You go live with
what
them for how
happens?
long?
What
A
happens?
week. I
And then
stay
what-
with them for a week.
And then what do you do? A little
Cameras are all over the
So
place.
you're going to
Yeah.
work with the people.
and I just
you
infiltrate
hang
their
out?
zone.
Okay.
You
Get
know,
in
I
their
try to make
space.
them self-disclose,
kind of a good
realize
idea.
their purpose in life.
Yeah, what are you, like a fucking life coach in there?
Yeah, you know, I'm like Anthony Robbins on steroids.
This could be your
I
first
gotcha.
good idea. I like this one.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
This is a good idea.
yeah.
Very cool.
What?
And where do you sleep?
I sleep in their house.
Wait,
Yeah.
Sam, what?
Guest room.
Sam.
This says that it's shot in February 2012.
What?
Well, we've been shooting. No, we started shooting.
Oh, shit.
And we've been shooting 2 years.
2 years.
yeah.
2 years.
What fucking reality show? Their turnaround is like a week on reality shows.
Well, we do a lot of shows.
Oh, okay. All right. You want to get like fucking 8 seasons in the can before you roll out that first episode.
No, we've been rolling out.
All right.
It's-
Okay.
I'm
When
with
it's going to
you.
hit TV so we can watch this.
it won't hit TV. We're doing our own channel.
Oh, I got
And
you.
it's going to be pay as you go.
What channel?
His Highness
YouTube?
channel. No YouTube.
His Highness
My own
channel.
channel. My own channel.
What's your
my
own channel?
interviews.
When you want to promote your own channel?
Sam, you don't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because the only thing is because you shot in February 2012, and
Right.
now
That's almost, we're pushing a year and
2 years.
9 months
Yeah,
at least,
that's
right?
Yeah.
It's 9 months.
We're still shooting.
like the,
Still shooting, and it's going to be on your own channel, but
Yes.
you don't really want to promote it, even though we're big
I
radio
will promote
stars.
it when we're ready to roll out. We're
is there a
not ready.
Is there a possibility that you shot it in February 2012, and then things didn't really happen with it, and it's actually not going to happen?
No. You know, when I do something, Roberts, unlike yourself, with all due respect,
All
I
right,
do it
thank
to the
you.
max.
Oh.
I don't do anything second rate. I do it to the best I can and top notch.
Our phones went out, and we need our phones for the Ian.
Oh my
Those
God!
phones are second rate.
All right, they might be back.
Yeah. You don't do anything second rate. No.
No.
No,
What
it's got
book
it.
you working on? Anything?
Yeah, it's a book about hockey players, and it's called Dirty Play.
Oh, cool.
And I've interviewed several hundred people for this. And
How do you interview several hundred people?
We've been on for years and we haven't interviewed several hundred.
Well, I have a.
amazing.
Whatever happened to your Lady Gaga project?
That did well. That rolled out. That did very well. Sold all over the world.
Could you look up the Lady Gaga project?
Chasing Gaga.
Okay, here's a Chasing Gaga watch party. Oh, it aired on the TV Guide channel.
Okay. And is there like a trailer or a clip we could play?
Yeah, play a clip.
Yeah,
of
okay.
Chasing Gaga.
I would like to see some of
And
that.
now you're going with the hockey players.
Hockey's big in Canada, my friend. I don't think I got to tell you.
You would have
is.
been able to interview hundreds of people if you did it to the max.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did a Frank and a Bill get?
Do you ever? do you ever-
Robert's, for a guy with a small dick, you certainly have a big
Whoa.
dick. Seriously.
You ever relax, Ian, or are you always working? What do you
No,
do?
I'm not always working.
I'm
I'm very selective in what I get involved in.
You kick back?
And absolutely.
What do you do? Where do you go? Where do you go to relax? What do you do?
I play tennis.
Yeah, but you mean
Tennis
you do
is
that a
my
lot.
yoga.
Is it?
Some guys do yoga.
Okay.
Ever seen. Not only a master songwriter and keyboard player, Gaga has staged some of the most significant and
Is that you?
entertaining shows in the history
course
of
it
pop
is.
music.
Yeah.
My name is Ian Halperin, award-winning celebrity journalist and
Oh,
author.
you shouldn't say that about
I've covered
yourself.
Hollywood's biggest stars, including Michael Jackson, Princess Diana, and Elizabeth Taylor. But few have
Three
had the
dead
meteoric
people.
rise of Lady Gaga. I interviewed many
Like
of
a
the key
fucking
people
vulture.
close to Gaga since her career took off to get the story.
All right, this seems
I like it.
It's
Seems
legit.
Yeah, we
It is
did well.
They didn't
with
play it in
It's-
America, but
It did play in
you
America.
don't really need
We got
you
great
don't need a
viewing,
market like America.
I could
and
get that somewhere,
we
right?
sold it all over the world.
Oh, it's on YouTube?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
you
watch
go.
on YouTube.
You know what I love?
Subtitles.
I love that goddamn Apple TV. I put stuff on YouTube
It
on
is
my
good.
phone, and then I just go, Apple TV, and there it is on my 90-inch fucking TV in my goddamn fucking living room.
Nice.
I'm watching anything.
It's
you know?
fantastic.
Like a movie screen. in your
Yeah,
house.
it's great. Exactly. There. Wow.
Yeah, you
Jimmy
know-
will not let it go.
Anthony, I agree with you
I
on all
can't
this
help
because
listening. It's
we're not at the mercy of all the big corporations anymore.
You know
we
what?
can take it into
Bingo.
our own hands and make money.
Last night, little story. I wanted to watch Gladiator. Out of nowhere, I just, I like that movie. I think it's one of the few perfect movies out there. There's not one moment that's bad in that goddamn movie. So I wanted to watch it. So I go to On Demand, I get it. And then I realize when they come out and that guy's swinging whoosh, whoosh, the mace around and he smacks that guy in the head and his teeth and blood go flying. No teeth, no blood. I'm like,
What?
what the fuck?
They took that out of the movie?
So I look and it says Gladiator remastered.
Oh, Christ.
I don't know what the fuck that means. And it's on demand. So it's fucking remastered. So I'm like, son of a bitch. Netflix, bam, nothing
Why
there.
would they do that?
I'm searching all over the place. Then I finally found a DVD in my house. The moral of the story is, you don't have to put up with the man anymore. I don't have to.
Wow, how
I don't know
fucking
why
annoying.
they did that. And I noticed right away. I'm like, I remember that. It was right after the guy pisses his fucking pants, and the door opens, and the guy gets smacked in the head with
Right.
the fucking mace.
You know
And-
what?
And they cut out the fucking blood in Gladiator. It's the whole point.
You know what, man? All of us are
You're
thinking about throwing our DVDs away.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to keep the DVDs.
You never know.
Because they're going to remaster all this shit.
Yeah, I don't want that
eventually.
Yep.
So keep your DVDs if you want to see the original version of the movie.
And of course, I had three
Thanks, Ian. I
giant
appreciate that.
stacks of DVDs in the plastic cases.
Right.
Where do you think Gladiator was? The bottom of the last one I fucking
Isn't that
checked.
always the case?
I'm fucking tooling through. There's the Matrix. There's fucking Terminator.
Right.
There's Alien. I'm fucking flipping discs all over the place.
I don't know why you
Little Beavis is batting them around the house. Like, knock it off. Here's my vocabulary, by the way, when I'm home alone. No, Beavis, no! Beavis, get down! Ow! Ow! No, Beavis! No! Stop it!
It's not as fun.
I am yelling
that's not as fun
constantly
anymore, huh?
at my little cat.
The terrible twos for your fucking kitten already.
Oh.
Right? Ian knows. Terrible twos, right, Ian?
Oh, he does it.
are-
From 2 to 17, right?
And he
Well, you know
will
what?
not-
I think the first 4 years are tough because the kids are falling all over the place. You get all nervous. After
muscular
4,
dystrophy's a bitch.
Cakewalk.
Yeah. Put stuff in their milk, makes them tired.
How was Montreal, Anthony? I know you were up in Montreal.
I enjoyed.
I heard you were a big hit there. You hosted a gala, and
It was
they
a
loved you.
lot. It was so much fun, and the people up there were wonderful,
Delightful.
The city is
Smoke
great.
pot on the streets.
It's clean. There's
pot
no
wherever you go.
gibberish. No
right.
gibberish on
So
the
you're a
street
fan.
What do you
corners.
mean? It's French and English.
Big
it's
fan.
It's multi.
I don't mean that.
Oh.
It's speaking both languages, very proper. Not like fucking here. Walk
Did they
down the
treat you
street.
well?
They like fucking gold. please, thank yous. The bartenders were fucking courteous. Oh, appreciative. I loved it.
And the
I got to
chicks?
tell you.
How are the chicks?
Smoking hot, Ian Halperin. Smoking hot Canadian broads.
Ian, yep.
They are.
Love it. You're not going to get any complaints.
So you're going to go
out of
back
me.
next summer?
I would love to go back next summer.
Yeah, you guys are big in Canada.
I know we are.
Huge.
Love it.
We know. That's why we went.
I mean,
we're going to go every
people
year
were
now.
beating down doors to get into the show.
Ian, we got to go to the phones.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Michael in Manhattan.
No
Mike?
more guys. No more guys, because
Where are
all the
the chicks?
guys, I need
They're
women.
just haters 'cause
Women.
they're
No more
jealous.
guys. Sorry,
Jealous
guys.
haters, Ian.
Yeah.
The phones aren't working. Remember when I said that a little while ago?
Mars is right on it.
They're still not working.
Oh, that's right. I haven't seen
Hey, Ian, why are you here today? I'm confused.
I had to say hi to you guys. I'm in town shooting an
Wow.
episode of House Guest, and I had to come say hi to you guys.
Another episode of House Guest.
Ah.
How many seasons do you have in the can?
I'm going to do about 15 episodes, and it's pay as you go, and that's it.
Nice.
You know,
we
and no checks made out to Sam Roberts. I
Maybe
mean,
we should go
he's
that
making a
route.
lot of paper. You know, if Sam Roberts was homeless, I'd probably pass him by. Not, with all due respect.
Why is that?
Because, dude, you look like a corpse. You need to get a
Yeah, but if
tan.
I was homeless, that wouldn't be that
You look
weird.
miserable, bro. Miserable
I had
since
to
I've
wake
seen
up
you last
early
time.
every day. I
How's
had to
marriage?
be
I see
here.
a ring is still on your finger. Mazel tov.
Marriage is good.
It's good?
Yeah, marriage
Michael,
is good.
Did you
Way
bang
out
her
of his
last night?
I did, as a matter of fact.
He
Yes, I
married
did.
so far out of his league, it's ridiculous.
That's vulgar talk.
His wife is very cute. I'm very excited that I'm going to see Jess this Friday
Mazel tov.
at
Thank
my
you.
big Halloween gala.
Yeah.
Hopefully she
That'll be,
dresses up.
interesting.
Hopefully she dresses up as a woman who murdered her husband.
Are you coming to Ant's party on Friday?
Yeah, you're
I'll
invited.
be in
Ian.
town.
In town?
I'm going to be in town.
Ah, shit, I was going to invite you.
Thank you, Anthony.
Michael in Manhattan wants to say something to
Mike?
Ian Halperin.
Hey, Ian, you fucking moron.
Oh, man,
With
that's...
all due respect. I mean, you're like a human parrot. That's all you said. Not in Google.
Why is that? Why the
Was he always
why
like
all
this?
the testosterone? Why all the jealousy, the hatred?
didn't
It's
see
a
that
beautiful
coming.
day in New York.
You're a nothing, man.
Yeah.
You're a
Dude, I'm not asking for your approval. The only approval I need is from my own family, dude. You're not mishpacha. What is it? Like,
Don't give me the Yiddish. The Yiddish is crap.
are you an anti-Semite?
Now you're going to
Yeah?
on the anti-Semite bull.
You don't like Jews, right?
Dude, let me explain something to you.
Would you bang Al Sharpton?
You're the type of cretin to grease yourself up, okay? Jerk off into a fucking mirror.
Dude, I ain't jerking off. Dude, get a life, you miserable zero. You're a zero, dude. You're still doing the same fucking bullshit 2 years later. Get a life. What are you doing with your life, you mooch? Showtime, come on, get him off the
He's a
line there.
mooch.
Get him off. He's a
Enough for
mooch.
him.
He's a zero.
Enough for him.
All
Let me
right.
tell you something.
I'm sorry, Mike.
I know Ian hasn't been here in a while, but I don't recall. Were the callers always like this?
No, they usually
Were
are
they
pretty
in-
nice.
I get all these tweets. Please come back on the show. Come back on the show. So I'm back. But what a homecoming.
You know what it is?
I don't lose
Everyone that wants you back, and that's the millions of people.
Yeah.
They're just listening and enjoying at home.
That's it.
The haters, which is just a small portion of the
It's a
audience,
vocal minority. Is
they're
what it
the
is.
one calling.
And he's rocking
Right.
the frosted hair, I say.
Yeah, I see that.
Looks
You're
good.
making it work,
It's
Ian.
pretty good.
Making it work.
It's all showbiz. It's showtime.
It's all show business.
Ian
I
looks
wanted to be a
showbiz.
cross between yourself and Anthony.
Thank
So I
you.
got-
Okay.
Christ.
We got Tim in New
Ian,
York.
Ian,
I'm
my
going
idols.
to prove that the listeners
All right.
could be
Not
kind to Ian.
one-sided.
Right, of course not. Tim, go ahead.
Hey, I was wondering if Ian's show is actually called Bathhouse Guest.
Oh, jeez.
You know what he's talking about, right?
Your
Ian?
jokes are
Imply-
so old.
I was surprised
They're
by that
so
one. I gotta tell you.
old. At least give fresh, good jokes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Gay men go to
the guy
bathhouses.
who harps off the corpses of Michael Jackson, Liz Taylor, and Princess Di.
I love Liz Taylor. I love Liz Taylor. May she rest in peace.
Would you do her?
Yes. In her
the
current state.
Good.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. All right, I can
I
respect
wouldn't
you
do
now.
Conrad Murray. I'm really upset that he's out of jail.
Oh, yes.
He got off 2 years early. I think
he got out.
I think he banged somebody in the prison and they let him out early. I can't think. There's no other reason for this dude to get out so early.
Did you hear his crying
And
tapes? His voicemails where he was crying and leaving people voicemails. And then it seems like he just went in and now he's out. I'm sure it probably seemed longer for him than it did for us here on the outside, not paying attention to
Considering
him.
he killed the king of pop, I think it's reasonable to do 2 years.
Right. Exactly. 2 years.
Wow.
Killing,
The hell is that about?
Doesn't make sense.
Let's say hi
influential
to
musician.
Doug in Boston. He's a regular. I'm sure he'll treat you with some respect.
Dougie!
Doug.
Go ahead, Doug.
Hey, listen, I don't have a problem with Ian. I don't even know him. But we do have a mutual friend who I called him earlier to say, hey, Ian's going to be on O&A. And he's like, well, here, you got to bring this up, okay? You got to ask Ian about his friend Stick, who lives in Montreal, who has a book called My Dirty Clothes. And apparently the story is Ian decided to register the domain name My Dirty Clothes behind his friend's back.
Oh,
What you're saying is libelous, what's false, and get a life, dude. Don't make false accusations because you might have His Highness's lawyers taking away your home.
Oh, shit. That sounded like a juicy piece
I
of
got
gossip.
one more thing, too. Okay, so my friend also says that Ian has a thing for Russian hookers, and most of the money from his Michael Jackson book was spent on Russian hookers.
Ian, comment?
Get this guy's number, and I'll have my lawyers contact him.
Shit.
Yeah, this is...
you can't make statements like that, and it's all jealousy. And
I do love the Russian chicks, though.
Although to pump up the
Russian
Russian
chicks are
economy,
hot.
you did kind of implicate yourself by that whole Russian thing we
and
mentioned
then he just
before.
picked up on it, and it's
then
easy to
took it
make
too far.
allegations.
That is true.
All right.
Yes.
Let me try another one here. Vinny in Staten Island, another regular to the show. Vinny.
Gentlemen, earlier in the week we talked, fuck Lou Reed, fuck Radiohead, fuck Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and most importantly, fuck you, Ian Halperin.
Wow, you're being lumped in with some
Ian,
great
you're in
people
great
there.
company right there. He put you in.
Hey,
I don't know
Lou
if that
Reed,
was a
that's a
compliment.
big loss, and may he rest in peace.
Why is
I was a
brilliant.
big Velvet Underground fan, and I was very upset to hear about Lou Reed's death.
You're a big fan?
Huge. I think Lou Reed really reinvented.
Dirty Boulevard, we're going down. It's
nice,
to
right?
the Dirty Boulevard, we're going to the What a voice on
That's
him.
right.
Was Lou
Ian,
ever on the show?
No, but
He
Ian,
wouldn't do our
you're a
show.
singer.
Yeah.
I've heard you croon
Yeah.
before.
Well, can we hear him croon?
I don't know. Can we? You're a songster.
Just to prove that you're a crooner before Ann makes his point.
But I've heard him
I'll sing you one of mine.
Okay.
All right. Going low, going high, and I'm feeling so nice. I'm driving in the Norway road.
There you go. It's
was
right
good.
on key. Now you got a guy like Lou Reed who gets all these accolades. The guy couldn't sing a note. Let's be real
Yeah, but
here.
so there are Rod Stewart, Leonard Cohen, Bob Dylan, but these guys
I don't mean
are
the raspy
icons.
throat thing. Yeah. You listen to Rod Stewart, he's hitting the notes that he's supposed to hit when he sings. Lou Reed is just kind of talking his way through these. And if you listen to a lot of his songs, they don't even rhyme.
Yeah.
He's just babbling and talking. Making a song rhyme is a talent.
But that's what gives him his own voice, with all due respect. Look, I will never denigrate another artist in any shape or form. You could fart in a CD, put it out.
Okay.
I'm not going to trash him. What do I say? Put it all out there. Let the people judge. But I admire anybody
True
with
artist.
the courage to express themselves.
Very good.
You're a humble man.
Let's go to Garrett in Philly. Garrett.
Ian, you're a fraud, and I have proof of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Be
So
careful,
I actually-
man. He's got powerful lawyers.
Fucking lawyers will be right on there.
That's right.
Ian, I have a video.
Slap an injunction on him. Yes?
Listen, I have a video of you on my cell phone of you crying at JFK International Airport 2 weeks ago outside the Burger King. Do you recall this?
Is that true, Ian?
You were crying outside of Burger King? What did they get your order
All right, let's
wrong?
go to the next caller because, what are we going to do
Did
here?
they get your order wrong? Why would they? Why would you be crying outside of Burger King?
Yeah, what's he talking about?
They didn't have the healthy fries?
You were on the phone. He was on the phone when he was crying. I have video.
Yeah.
Well, what was it about? Maybe it was a personal issue.
You all right, Ian?
I'm fine.
Did they not hold the pickle or the lettuce?
All right, let's move on because
Special orders.
You're supposed to be
Come
able
on,
to-
let's have
Special
some
orders don't upset
substance
them.
and let's have some
Upset
fun.
Ian,
I mean,
Well, why were you crying? What was the matter? I mean, I've cried. I cry
I'm just
watching
not
sad
going
movies.
to. I'm just not going to buy into any of this.
They didn't give you a cardboard crown?
I'll email the video to you guys. What email address should I send?
Yeah, please email it.
Show.
You got video?
Yeah, I will email it to you guys.
Please do.
Was it bawling, pissy-eyed crying, or just a little weepy?
Yeah, that's good.
It was weepy, but he definitely was not okay.
What's your email, Sam? I mean, I think this guy's lying. I don't believe him.
Uh-oh, Ian. What happened?
You can send it to opieanthony@SiriusXM.com.
Why didn't you go up to him and go, hey, you're Ian Halperin?
Because he was literally a mess and he's a creep.
All right.
Story checks out.
a crap.
All right. He's going to mail that in. Let me say hi to Steve in Montreal. You were just talking about Montreal.
Here you
This
go.
is
Great
perfect.
city.
A fellow Canadian,
Nice.
Great
a
city.
brother of country.
Good morning, Steve.
How you guys doing?
All right.
Stevie!
Hey, Ian, I got a question for you. You intended a lawsuit against Guy Lepage a couple of years back for his on his show that you were on. Tout le monde en parle.
Yeah.
I was curious to find out what happened with that. And by the way, you were wrong to sue him.
Oh.
You know,
Did you have an actual
I'm not
lawsuit?
going to comment on anything legal. What I will say, I went on the show.
Yep.
And
What show, Ian? I didn't hear what he said.
it's a show up in Canada called Tout le monde en parle.
Okay.
What does that
So
mean?
everybody speaks.
You speak French?
Dumb
Oui, je parle
fucking-
français. Est-ce que tu parles français, toi?
Ciel Vavley Souza something? Je parle
But, you know, I'm not going to talk about it. I respect Guy Lepage. It wasn't about him. It was about another guy on the show. And we settled it, and that's it. Game over. And I'm not going to talk
What was
about
the issue
anything.
at
Yeah,
hand?
what did the guy do?
You don't have to, like...
There were
get into
some
the details,
remarks
but-
made about... I was on the show the day of Yom HaShoah, which is Holocaust Remembrance Day.
Oh, shit.
And my father's a Holocaust survivor.
Oh, man.
For real.
And there were some
I have a
anti-Jewish remarks
grandfather.
made.
I've got a grandfather that died in a concentration camp.
Don't say it.
He fell out of the guard tower.
Get it?
See, he was a Nazi. He's a guard that was there to protect the other Nazis. And
You all right, Ian?
May he rest in peace.
So what happened with this Holocaust Day?
Well, there were some derogatory statements made, but we settled it, so I'm not going to comment on it.
no, on his part, obviously.
All right, we got
He's
Anthony's.
probably not as sympathetic to the Jewish cause as an Ian Halperin would be,
We got Anthony's
a
brother.
fellow
on
member
line.
of the tribe.
Anthony's brother?
Yes, Joe.
What's up, guys? How are you?
For real, this is
What's
Joe.
up?
I just have two things to. I have two things to plug.
Oh, my God, we're in the middle of...
Question. No, come on. I never call in for plugs. But the first thing is Hagerstown, Maryland, to you at the Hagerstown Theater in the Maryland Theater in Hagerstown. You didn't hang up on me. I know you
Ouch.
didn't hang up on
No,
me.
I'm car crashing you because we're in the middle of a fine interview with Ian Halperin.
I have a question. I have a question for Ian. I just wanted to plug a couple of things.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
And the other thing was fundanything.com, Penn Jillette, his movie director's cut. I know he's coming on the show soon. I just wanted to mention the fact that I turned in a couple of song possibilities for the soundtrack up on YouTube. And Ian, who are you and what do you do?
Oh, no.
I used to be a regular on the O&A show, and I've had a 2-year hiatus, and I'm back on the show. I'm a big fan of these guys.
Thank you, Ian. We're big fans of you. You know that.
Absolutely. It's great to be here. Great to see you guys. I have a lot of respect.
This is a different Ian Halperin.
Well,
It's a little more
it
subdued.
is.
He's a taken
little
man.
more subdued.
I like the wild party guy who comes in here
Those
with
days
the
are gone.
broads.
You know,
Remember when you came in with those chicks?
Remember the chicks that you rented for the day?
Craigslist, you know. I could have got better models probably on the corner of Broadway and
Yeah, those-
42nd.
But you know what? You had them. They were up here.
They were here.
Let me tell you something. A friend of mine went on Arsenio Hall 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And some comedian brought her on. She was paid as a member of the audience to pop out. So,
Oh, shit.
So you know, they either stole from me or I stole from them.
Wow.
But, hey, will Arsenio last this time round?
No.
It doesn't seem like anyone's talking about
No
it.
one.
I
There's
don't even know what the ratings are.
Zero
but-
heat.
He seems to do very well at first because I like late talk show.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anybody watching. I'm just
No water
talking over him
cooler.
now.
So is he here for a cup of coffee? And
Yeah, he's and what he's doing, it's exactly the same thing he was doing in the 90s. So he hasn't changed anything, he hasn't updated it. And the only thing is he's a little more out of touch now than he was When he was a hip.
I don't know
black
anybody's.
guy.
I honestly don't hear people talking about it.
None.
I don't know. He might be doing well in the ratings. I just don't know.
I don't think he is.
I watched Pete Holmes' new show.
How was that?
I liked it.
Pete the Wad Holmes.
Pete Holmes.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, I think that's a
He's
good
after-
follow-up to Conan.
He's on after
Yeah.
Conan on TBS.
I
They
think
had
he'll
their
do
first
well.
show the other day.
You know who's writing for that show?
Joey
Joe DeRosa.
D.
So sorry, Pete.
Oh, what happened?
I'm saying because Joe's writing for him.
Oh,
The Wolverine sketch he did to start it all off was pretty good, very clever, well written. Yeah, I liked it.
very nice.
So far, so good for Pete Holmes.
What's it, a half hour or an hour?
Half hour.
Oh, I have it. Thanks.
Is it a half hour?
I think it is.
Wow, that went by.
And how's Fallon going to do in New York?
We love the foul.
He'll do great.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Kimmel are great with like social media and with what's current and in the pop culture. They're both really good with that. So
I think
they'll
we're
be fine.
Are you going to be a regular on his show?
If you have me, of course. I've done Fallon before. He's
Yeah.
great.
I think we're Team Fallon on this one. Although they're
Yeah, I think he'll do well.
although they're both very good. I'm not trashing Kimmel, but
Yeah, I'll do his show.
Fallon's
too.
been very cool to us over the years.
I think it's a good move to move the show here.
Well, it's hard to say
Back
because
to
it's
New
good for Kimmel because he'll be the only LA guy at 11:30. Was Jay's going off the air and fucking with Fallon staying here, Kimmel's got the LA thing sewn up, and that's why Carson eventually moved to LA years
Yeah, I
ago.
wonder how it'll affect guests.
He'll get great ones in New York. Maybe they figure there's more New York guys, but I think you're going to get Kimmel getting more first movie stars because of where he is.
But do you think there's room for all these guys late night? It seems there's way
there's
too many right now.
plenty
crowded.
of room.
bit crowded.
There's
And we
so
haven't even
many.
haven't even talked about Chelsea Handler. I mean, all these people are coming out with late night shows, and I think
Chelsea's
some
been
of
doing
them
it
are
for
going to
10
have to
years.
disappear.
Well, the amount of channels that there are these days, and you
They
can
need
pop
content.
shows on everywhere. They aren't expecting huge runaway numbers anymore because the audiences are so divided. Yeah, if you could be, the big fish in the smaller pond, then you're eking out an existence. I think Pete Holmes will do pretty good.
What about Ferguson?
Huh? The brother from fucking Clarissa Explains It All? Yeah, I don't know where he is.
I mean, somebody has to take a hike here.
I like Ferguson, but I don't watch him.
Yeah.
But when I end up watching him, I do enjoy what he does. If that makes any
Who's the
sense.
best out of all of them?
Which Ferguson do you mean?
I think Letterman.
Turd Ferguson.
I still like Letterman above them all.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You do?
100%.
Wow.
I think
Letterman's looking a little old on the TV. but he's
Letterman's
still,
in a league of his own.
Still does
I
it.
was there the day Julianne Moore opened up for you guys. When you guys were on that show, I was in the audience.
You weren't in the audience.
Yes, I was.
Oh, wait, I think we talked about it.
I was. Juliana Moore was the first guest,
And then us.
you guys were second. You guys had more fans than her. Outside the studio, by the
Remember all that?
side, there were so many O&A fans.
One and done for us.
I was there with my buddy David Gavrelchuk.
Oh.
He flew into New York, and
Did
we
you sue
got
him,
tickets
too?
to Letterman.
You're not going to sue us, are you?
Nah, you guys are.
right,
you guys are sue-proof.
Well,
You know, I wouldn't want to mess with your lawyer.
Well,
you guys
look,
are
at,
nice
look at what we
guys.
did to the last guy that sued us. We set him up as a pedophile going after a 7-year-old. Only took 10 years, but we did it. We
finally
got
got
him.
him.
We got him.
We got him back.
Surprised the shit out of him. Don't fuck with us.
Wow.
You hear about that, Dave Herman? Rock
I
and Roll
didn't.
Morning Show from WNEW?
I never heard about that, but that's a good one.
They spent a year doing an investigation on him. Turns out he was soliciting sex from a mother for sexual services of her 6-year-old daughter.
At the time.
At the
I
time.
hope they
And it
throw
took him
away
a-
the key.
It took him a year, but he finally
How are they going to lock the cell?
was going to get it done. And
After that. Okay.
and she was 7 when she was going to fly this fake person.
They caught him waiting
kid.
for
Wow.
this plane to come in with this, imaginary mother and daughter, but he thought they were real, in St. Croix, because he's got a house down there. So the police went into the airport where he was waiting, and they got him sitting there in the chair in the terminal with a stuffed animal on his lap.
Poor guy.
Just waiting for this fucking kid to come. What a piece of shit.
That's like being in a restaurant and you're ready for your steak, and instead they come over with handcuffs. That ain't right.
Oh, Uncle Paul. You're a despicable man.
He had to pay for parking and everything and
I
buy
bet.
the doll.
That's long-term
Maybe
parking.
they
man.
let
What a lie.
Maybe they let Conrad Murray out so he could check in.
Hey, there you go. Make some cell space for that motherfucker.
That's a lie.
I hear you. What's
I got to go.
What?
I got my one-on-one.
Oh my God!
What's your schedule today?
I got my one-on-one.
I didn't even
with
notice what time it was.
Tim Sabian. He's trying to do one-on-ones or something.
And let me thank you guys. It's been nice
Ian
to see you guys
Halperin,
again.
what a
And,
pleasure. Please don't make yourself a stranger.
thank you very
long
much.
as you have.
And I'm a big fan of the show.
I could tell you mentioned a few things that.
I'm a huge fan. You guys are legends. Legends in the radio world for sure. And you got the right man over here hitting cleanups.
Oh, please. Jimmy Norton, in shape, looking good. And
I have so many friends in Canada who are fans of this guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like a rock star up there.
Anywhere.
Ian is forgetting, too, the important thing that you didn't mention about the Beacon Friday night.
Oh, my God.
How I will be there with ADC.
ACDC.
I'm also going to be in Albany sometime in November.
Albany.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm looking. And my advice show I'll be doing next week. I owe a couple of advice shows because I shot last week and I'm shooting this week. But I will make up the couple of shows that I missed over the next couple of weeks. I'll be doing 2 a week just to cover the ground.
You're working for Vice now?
No, I'm Advice.
Okay.
Advice show here I do on Wednesdays.
Awesome.
People call up and they say, Jimmy, I want to fuck this broad. And he tells you how to do it. Or Jimmy, I drink too much. And he tells you what to do.
I suggest.
Or Jimmy, my wife wants to have sex with a giant black cock.
Yes.
And I want to watch. And
I tell you where to find one.
And then
Yes. But I'm not giving up the advice show. It's just my shoot schedule has been a little crazy the last couple weeks.
No worries. Also, the Opie and Anthony podcast. The latest one is out today.
Indeedy do.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, as we figure out the universe. And I think we did. I think we figured it all out.
And I'd like to invite His Highness Ian Halperin to stick around and do after Opie and Anthony.
Wow.
That right there is an
fantastic.
honor.
Wow.
That
That's
right there is
fantastic.
like, remember when Carson used to wave a comic over after he did the stand-up set?
Yeah.
Like, he thought he was just going to do stand-up and go backstage again. And Carson waves him over and sits down with very funny stuff. That is exactly what the after show is.
That's right.
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
That's right.
It's the equivalent of fucking Mengele waving you over for
Oh, jeez.
a twin test.
Ian,
Thumbs down on the boxcar.
it would be my honor, sir, if you would do my live read today.
Absolutely.
You sure?
Jesus Christ.
You sure? It would be my honor.
He's pawning
Okay.
it off.
Is that cool?
Anything for you, Opie.
It's called pawning it off.
I would be honored.
Anything for Opie.
I'm not trying to get out of anything. It would just be my honor.
I'd like to be honored.
Well,
Nah, but that's
Give away
Opie's honor.
mine.
All right, here we go. This is courtesy of the O&A show. Building strong relationship with your team is key for any business. You need to be able to meet and collaborate with coworkers and clients on a regular basis
Yeah.
to brainstorm, develop quality ideas, and bring them to life. But gathering everyone in the same room can be impossible.
Totally.
That's why you need to go to meeting with HD Faces.
Go to meeting.
It's the powerfully simple way to meet online from anywhere with GoToMeetings. By Citrix, you can share screens to collaborate in real time. And just turn on your webcam to make your online meeting an HD video conference. It's like meeting in person. Plus, with GoToMeeting, you can even present from an iPad. You can meet wherever you need to start. Start hosting a meeting in seconds from your computer or mobile device by signing up for a free 45-day trial. There's no credit required to get started. Visit GoToMeeting.com. His Highness says visit GoToMeeting.com. His Highness says.
Perfect.
Try it free.
Oh.
Use the promo code Opie. Remember, ciao to the legend.
Yeah.
Use promo code Opie. His Highness says go to a 45-day free trial.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Here comes the light of the day, light of the day. Shackle's conundrums.
No.
What word in the English language is always spelled incorrectly? Shacklebaum.
So anyway,
The Opie and Anthony Show continues, sort of, in a reanimated sort of way. After O&A Live with Sam Roberts. It's next. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.